they'll give you food. So next. Okay, I don't have an overall that fits me. Flying dust, so then it's safe to do it. Maybe. So they will tell you, oh, for firewood, one time we buy it for. Continues this way, then it can be used in the evening.
So, takaribisha tu mpaka ulete makapi. Na sawdust na hiyo unga.
Hebu tuweke
yake. Ni kama vijiko 5.
Na ingiza sasa kwa mashine.
Sawa. Sasa wacha.
Nyanike.
Weka tu. Sasa kidogo mwaga.
And once it's that way is compacted. Where you
I've already shown them and the one.
3 small pieces, like this to light.
Now. Okay. That's enough.
And by the time when it becomes red, it is less than 3 minutes.
Lakini nitaka at nini? Hebu toa hii kwanza. Sasa si gas na wewe kuka unanunua pesa ngapi? Yeah. So it takes time. My name is Isabella Masinde. I'm the CEO and founder of Green Steps Africa. Green Steps Africa is an organization that is focusing on empowering people on green growth initiatives, particularly in the area of energy, because we find that most of our activities are based on availability of energy in whatever sector, and especially in the home. We are focusing on firewood. In Kiswahili we call it kuni. In this case we call it kunipoa because it's clean. It is efficient in cooking. It takes a small space in the house. If you have to store firewood, you usually require a very large space, but when we have turned it into pellets or briquettes, then you need a very small space. And then it's cost effective because it's a byproduct of wood, and we feel that because it's considered as waste, and in Kenya people have not understood that waste can actually be turned into something useful. We don't buy it very expensively, and therefore we also try to keep the cost low.
And what products are you making?
We make non-carbonized briquettes, which are good for open fires, for industry, for commercial institutions, and in the home. We also are making pellets, energy wood pellets, the ones you see here. These ones are good for both the household and in industries. In many countries, actually, they are used for heating, especially in Europe, US, Canada. You find a lot of companies that make pellets. They are used during winter for warming houses and for firing the boilers.
And since you started doing this, you started it in 2014?
Yes.
How has it been? How has the journey been for that 1 year until now? This is 2 years now.
Any new innovation, people have to learn about it. First of all, many people say, "What can this cook? I mean, this is firewood. This is food for horses or rabbits." That's the first reaction. They think it's food. Some children have come here and cried because they think we are denying them food because they want to eat this thing. There are some sweets that look like this, but we tell them no. These are for cooking. So I think we have to start somewhere, probably in schools where children go. If they can see it, then they can show to their parents, just like the way we've been doing with the tree planting. If you plant it in the school, then the children start seeing the benefits. They can sit under shade. They also go home and tell their parents, if we plant trees, we are going to have a shade, like in school or like at the church. So I think we have to use the same approach so that more people can learn about it, probably through the 4K clubs in schools, the environmental clubs, in universities, bring them for internship so that they can see the benefits of cleaning the environment also. What we have done so far, we've been getting students who come for attachment. We've had kids from Braeburn, we've had students from Kenyatta University who have worked with us, visiting the timber yards to see how much of sawdust is generated and where it goes. And most of the people were just using it to put in cow sheds and for poultry keeping, until we showed them that you can actually use it to reconstruct wood so that it can be used as firewood.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are the challenges? What are your greatest challenges? It's a new enterprise, it's a new product you have to introduce to people. What has been your biggest challenge?
Of course, people are used to the normal firewood or charcoal. Every household has charcoal. One thing is that if you tell people to use pellets, you have to provide the gasifier. The gasifier is expensive for a normal Kenyan. So unless if an organization is promoting it, like in this case, SNV has been bringing in gasifiers and introducing them to communities. Now, the first gasifiers they brought with pellets from outside the country. But now they have been depleted. So they have been looking for local entrepreneurs who are making pellets, and I happen to be one of the ones they have selected to produce pellets that will replace whatever has been depleted. So this program, I think, is supposed to start. The launching of our program is supposed to be within this month. We've received a lot of support from, I think, 5 of us from SNV in terms of branding, in terms of they'll be helping us with the marketing and packaging. We will let you know when this is happening so that at least more people can learn about it. So apart from that, we still have to do our own marketing, especially reaching out to factories that use boilers, that use furnaces in the manufacturing sector. I've visited countries where I've seen that pellets are actually firing most of these factories. They don't use electricity. Maybe they use electricity for very minimal activities there. But when it comes to actual smelting, for boilers, they use pellets. And that's the direction we want to go. I've done some research on fruit factories, especially at the coast, and they are all very interested in this. So we are partnering with other organizations who have the technology in China, in Denmark, who are willing to come and work with us so that we can see if we can convert the boilers that we already have here to start using this clean energy.
And how cost effective is it? Because now when you're talking of fuel, we have to think of the money. How cost effective is it?
The analysis that we've done so far shows that if people convert, of course the initial cost will be on conversion of the technology so that you acquire the new burner or new boiler. You don't have to change the boiler. You just need to change the gadget, that fuel part. But that one again should not be a problem, because what we plan to do is to actually lease the burner to you. We can have an agreement for 5 years, 10 years. You use the burner, we produce the pellets, and then, on a monthly basis, you'll pay some little amount. And the analysis shows that you'll save up to 40% of the money that you've been, between 40 to 60%.
Okay, and everybody's talking about going green. We have to go to renewable energy, emissions are to be reduced. How well, as an enterprise, how well are you ready for the market, and are you receiving any support from the government to continue building or doing what you're doing?
I have talked to government about this initiative, and they say, wow, that is great. But I've not received actual support from them. But I believe I'm going to get, because the government is talking about promoting PPP. I see KEPSA is very active in government agendas. They are consulted from time to time, also through the Chamber of Commerce. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of support, even in terms of selling locally. And I think this thing, first of all, before you even think about going out there, the Kenyan market is very big, and we need to show them the alternatives, the cheap alternatives that are available. Yes.
And what are the raw materials that you can use to make the pellets?
You use wood waste, especially sawdust, wood chippings, which can be crushed and turned into the right format for making the pellets and briquettes. We also use waste from the farms, coconut shells, groundnut shells, maize stovers, maize cobs, rice husks, wheat, waste from wheat. You can use all that to make these pellets. Grass, you've seen some grass out there. I collected from my own lawn after mowing. You dry it instead of throwing it away. Make it into pellets. Once it burns, it will still be good enough for manure. You can use it as manure.
Okay, and it's a big kind of a job that you're doing. Who are you working with? Are you working with the youth, or are you working with the women? And do you offer training if people are interested to learn?
Okay, right now the people I work with mostly are women, because first of all, when women hear there's firewood that will not prick them, that firewood that will not make them dirty, and especially the young girls, they are very happy, they're excited about this pellet thing, because your hands are as good as, you are making cakes or something. The people I use mostly are women. I have a coordinator in Gikomba, Wamuyu. She's very active, and she works with the youth there who do the loading. They identify the different people who have the sawdust. Actually, we use all sawdust, so we are not choosing that we don't want this and what. We can clean all the sawdust that there is anywhere, wherever it is. And mostly, of course, they are youths who are always looking for opportunities to work even on daily basis. We engage them, but in this case, we have some permanent one who coordinates with the others so that they collect, package, they sew, they stitch the sacks, because we don't want to bring sodas when it's again pouring on the road. And then they bring it, we put it in our store, and then we have youths who are also working here who help with the drying, running the machines. Most of the workforce here are young people.
And what are we expecting to see in the near future?
In the near future, I'm hoping that every household, every industry in this country will turn into this, will embrace green growth, and by using this technology, we are going to reach out to people to understand that it's healthier. We can have smokeless kitchens, and we can have our industries actually using wood, but in a better format, densified wood, which burns slowly and gives you more value for your money.
Okay, your punchline. Your punchline.
Punchline? Can you cut first, so that you can advise me?
Yeah, that punchline. I wanted to have
let me do it before you put it there, and then she'll tell me how it comes out. I think use kunipoa, or use pellets, for better health, for a cleaner environment. Something like that?
Yes, something like that.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Use kunipoa, use pellets for a clean environment and for safer kitchens, and save your money. Okay, now we go.
Okay, once again now.
Okay, save money by using our products, kunipoa, both pellets and uncarbonized briquettes, for a cleaner environment, for safer health options.
Thank you. Asante sana.
Just put it by the gasifier so that we have.
Do you use any other fuel yourself
Instead of putting those hot showers and whatever, instant showers, just have a boiler that can serve. Everybody can have it. Yes. Install, we will set up a center where work. So more trees. Then we'll be emitting, but if we don't, if we embrace
how it burns.
yes.
But I bet that will burn very
There. They want to taste that tea with made from
Kama yuko juu mtaki anza sikia.
Mbona kama jana ningetangulia zile za pale.
900. Na vinyenye za beba kwa. Nachukua bebe.